Hello, everyone. Welcome to another moment with the mayor. Today, I'm super excited to have Chris Link, City of Richfield's Public Works Operations Superintendent. Thank you for joining me, Chris.
Thanks for having me.
So, Chris, you've been with the city for a long time, and I feel like a lot of our residents know you personally. But for the people who don't know you, could you please introduce yourself and what you do for the city?
Again, I'm Chris Link. I'm the Public Works Operations Superintendent, which means I kind of oversee all the maintenance on the streets, parks, fleet, and forestry. So some of the bigger items that we oversee, of course, are vehicle purchases for the entire city, maintenance of all the boulevard trees, park maintenance, including mowing, and then, of course, snow plowing.
That is just a couple little small things that you oversee, huh? Oh my goodness. So I know at last Tuesday's meeting, actually just a couple days ago, the city council voted to amend our snow emergency ordinance. So can you talk a little bit about what the current ordinance looks like?
Yes. So the current snow ordinance, snow emergency ordinance, is a snow emergency automatically is in effect after 2 inches of snow has fallen, which means that's when residents have to get their vehicles off the street. Then we'll come plow. If vehicles are left on the street at that time, they can be tagged or towed.
Great. And then we made a change to that ordinance. So can you talk a little bit about what that changes to the snow emergency ordinance and why we made the change?
So the changes were made. There was two changes made. Now instead of 2 inches, the trigger for a snow emergency is going to be once 4 inches of snow has fallen. And then we also did add some areas where residents can park their cars during a snow emergency. This is all wrapped in as part of a pilot project that we're trying this season that we'll reevaluate. Real reasons why, for a long time, we've received calls like, hey, what should I do with my car during a snow emergency? And multiple calls. And our old response was, hey, figure it out. Not those exact words, but it's on you to figure it out. It's an ordinance. It's on you. Now with this pilot program, we actually get to, we have an answer for them. We have a spot for them to park their cars during snow emergencies.
Great. So you did talk about this a little bit, but in the new pilot program, you're going to have these snow emergency parking areas, which is new to the city. So can you just explain how these areas work, where they're located, and why we're testing them out? You did talk about it a little, but a little more information would be great.
Sure. So the new areas are going to be along Cedar Avenue, from roughly 66 to 76, and then an area of 78th Street from 12th Avenue to Portland Avenue. They will be signed. And the thought behind those is you have an area to park your vehicle during a snow emergency for 24 hours. You're still going to have to move your vehicle after that 24-hour period, but it is a safe spot to park your car during the snow emergency. More reasons why we're trying this, and this is a pilot program. We're really targeting the most dense populated areas of Richfield where there has been issues in the past. So whatever we can do to alleviate some of those concerns, we want to try to address again with this pilot project.
Great, thank you so much. And then one concern that I hear from residents on this issue and this change is they want to know if and how this ordinance change will negatively affect how the city of Richfield plows and salts the streets, which everybody loves and we're known for across the state. So how will it be affected?
So we're hoping we're not. Our plan is to still plow the way we always have. There's multiple times where we plow when there's less than 2 inches. And we announce that, and we do get some voluntary movement of cars, right? So we're going to continually plow the way we always have. The only changes with this pilot program are when that snow emergency is actually triggered.
Right. And then lastly, so this is a pilot program, as you've shared. This is the first time we're doing a couple of these changes. So how is the program going to be evaluated after the winter season?
Well, we've had those discussions and they're still evolving a little bit, but realistically, if I look at snow plowing, it isn't just moving snow off the streets. It's me trying to protect the streets. The the more snow and ice we can remove in a timely manner, is going to help those streets stay the same way for a long time. So that's one of the main things I guess I will be looking at is what do the conditions of the streets look like after this pilot program? Have our operators run into problems where they can't plow streets? We're going to look at the areas, the parking areas, and see how well they're utilized. There's a lot of things that we'll be looking at, and definitely that is evolving. That list is evolving as we go.
And then something I know that was shared at our council meeting that I would just love to share again is, we are open and wanting to hear from our residents about these changes. If you see improvements that you really appreciate, or there's changes that concern you or have made things harder for you because of these changes, we do want to hear from you. So contact myself, your city council representatives, and Chris Link as well, or other staff. So part of the evaluation process is also working directly with our residents to see how this is working out for our residents. So maybe Chris, could you just share your phone number and your email again?
Yep, my phone number is 612-861-9174. Email is clink@richfieldmn.gov.
Thank you so much, Chris, for spending some time with me and explaining the new changes to our snow emergency ordinance. We appreciate your work and your leadership with the city of Richfield, and thank you for taking this time to hang out a little bit.